Noreen and welcome to my kitchen. Getting ready for dinner. It's early afternoon, and well, mid-afternoon, and I'm going to be making Hawaiian chicken and coconut rice for dinner. And in order to make coconut rice, you have to have rice, but it needs to be cooked. So I'm starting off, and I thought it might be a good opportunity to show you how to cook basmati rice. This rice smells so good. Now, basmati rice is rice that you'll typically find in Indian cuisine or Middle Eastern cuisine. In some cases, it's extremely delicious rice. It's very aromatic. It smells like popcorn. When it comes out of the bag, it smells like popcorn. Yep. What I have in my pot is about 2 tablespoons or so of coconut oil, which I have pried out of the jar with a knife because I had it in my fridge, and that's what it looks like. Coconut oil is extremely healthful for you. Basmati rice is pretty much, you cook it the same way as you do all other rice. It's a 2-to-1 ratio, and it is a long grain rice, but it instead of swelling the wide way, it also swells in length. And what you're going to see at the end is a beautiful long grain. And in order to keep them separate and not so starchy, I have the oil in there in the bottom of that pan. We're just going to what we call pearl the rice, and we're going to stir it up in this oil so that each grain of rice gets coated by that oil. And when it's cooking, it will remain separate from its brother because we don't want them to be sticking together, and it will just make for a really beautiful presentation. And in the end, when I use it in my recipe for coconut rice, it won't be gloppy and it won't be as starchy as it may be if you cook it without the oil. And you don't have to do this step. You can actually boil basmati rice in more water than necessary, and what they call the pasta method, and you can actually drain it and get nice fluffy rice. But this is how we're going to do it today. It
literally smells like for popcorn.
It really does. Does it smell amazing? I don't want to cook the rice. I don't want to brown it like we were making rice pilaf. I don't want to brown it. So I have it on medium heat right now. For my liquid, because this is a 2-to-1 ratio and I have 2 cups of rice, therefore I need 4 cups of liquid. Since I'm making coconut rice, I'm using coconut water instead of just tap water. I'm using pure coconut water to cook my rice. Coconut water is extremely healthful. This is the water the coconut has taken in through the growing process. It has been filtered through the amazing filtration system that is a coconut husk, and it has deposited itself inside the middle of the coconut. It has more potassium. It has a mild coconut flavor and a mild coconut scent. Extremely healthy for you. It actually has more electrolytes, potassium, minerals, and vitamins than Gatorade, of course, but it has more potassium than a banana in 1 8-ounce serving. So it's just another option. I thought, because I wanted my coconut rice to be extremely fragrant and coconutty, I thought that using coconut water to cook my basmati rice would be a really good place to start. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring this to a simmer. When it comes to a simmer, we're going to turn it down to low. We're going to put the lid on it, and we're going to allow it to simmer for 10 minutes, at which point we're going to turn it off. And then we're going to let it steam for another 10 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. I don't think I need to show you that, but we're going to bring it to a simmer. We're going to turn it down to medium-low. We're going to put the lid on it. We're going to allow it to simmer over the heat for 10 minutes. Then we're going to turn it off with the lid still on it. Don't take the lid off. Don't peek. Don't simmer. If you have a glass lid, that's perfect. But don't take the lid off and stir it at any point after you put the lid on. And then you just, after it's simmered for 10 minutes with the lid on, you can turn the burner off and leave it there, and then just go do something else. And then you can come back and I'll show you what it looks like when it's time to fluff it. Before I turn this off to steam, I wanted to show you what it looks like. And I'm going to have to take the lid off in order to do that. Do you see the little holes on the surface that kind of looks like the top of it, the inside of an English muffin? That's what you want it to look like just after the 10 minutes is up. And I'm going to put my lid back on. I'm going to give it a minute. When this steams back up, I'm going to turn it off. And then I'm going to leave it. And the next time you see me, we're going to bring you back and we're going to show you what it looks like after it's had time to sit for 10, 15, 20 minutes, however long you have. Just leave it on the burner and walk away from it. If you're cooking this for your supper, then you can just do whatever else you need to do before dinner is ready, and your rice will finish itself. So, I just wanted to show you that. What?
It smells like popcorn.
It does smell like popcorn. It's incredible. Mm-hmm. Our rice is done. I just turned it off and I let it sit here for about 40 minutes while we went and did something else. And it's beautiful. The grains are separate. It's clean on the bottom. We didn't burn it. And I've got to tell you, I'm going to let you see that. It's delicious. I'm going to let Rick taste it. It's good, huh? Yeah. It's good just the way it is, but we're going to use this in a little while and we're going to make coconut rice with it. So that is how you cook basmati rice so that it comes out perfect every time. I hope you try it. I hope you love it. Oh, I wanted to mention. I'll trade places with you, babe. When I did my rice primer lesson, you okay?
Piece of rice stuck in my throat.
This is it's the Lundberg rice, and this is from the Lundberg family farm. And, Blair. And this is the organic California white basmati rice that is certified USDA organic, and it's also certified through the non-GMO program. I just wanted to give them a little shout out because I have been using all of their rices since I bought them for my little rice primer, and they are superior rices. They're incredibly delicious, and I just wanted to mention them, give them a shout out. Look for this brand in your grocery store, and ignore the telephone. I'm not going to answer it. Look for this brand in your grocery store. It's worth the little bit of extra money that you're going to pay for it. It is certified vegan. It's kosher. It's all of those good things that you want to look for if those are pertain to you. So anyway, this is the kind of rice that I use to make this rice over here, and we're going to use this later to make our coconut rice, which will be a separate video. So basmati rice, that's how you cook it to make sure that it comes out good. I hope you try it. I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.